I have a fear, and a perhaps irrational fear, but this chair will go like sometimes, or like it'll make like a squeak, like
Are you just preparing us because you have gas?
I have my excuse built in, and I'm ready to just blame the chair for when I break wind on my podcast.
Good. I'm glad. Unless the mic's turned way up for that. 420, my dudes. Welcome to the Grow House Podcast. Hi guys.
Liz, what's going on in your world? What has been new to Liz Grow? Just catch me up on you.
Oh man, well, I think that we've had a busy couple weeks just with this new, patient awareness campaign that we're working on for Good Blend. That's been really, really exciting. There's a lot to do there. I mean, we've got, basically 30 million Texans. We have to let them know that we actually have a cannabis program here in Texas.
Hasn't it felt so good to turn your like haterade off for, Texans, the medical program is so stifling.
Oh my God.
Like, doesn't it feel good to just be like, okay, cool, the medical program is what it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it except sign every fucking Texan up that I possibly can.
Yes, it's amazing just having an action, having something that we can do to take action that will not only bring us closer to the plant, because if some of us in our community have legal access to cannabis, it makes our whole community better. It really does. That's what I believe. And so now millions of Texans have access because of the new qualifying conditions that they added on September 1st. So it's only been 20 days. And I just can't wait to see what the numbers are. How many people have gotten their prescriptions since September 1st? I know there's one extra person.
Yeah, and we know several. I bet there's 10 that I know for a fact we've led there.
Yeah.
Like, that have just in the comments or told us.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that, as we wait to legislate, to go back into legislative session, and we'll have a fucking entire election before that, is let's just get as many mofos signed up as possible. So if you're listening to this or seeing this out there right now is the time, y'all. If you want to make the biggest impact, get signed up for the medical program. Get your prescription.
That's right.
It's as easy as calling a doctor.
It's so easy. We use the Texas THC doctor.
Yeah.
And it's www.texasthcdoctor.com.
Easy as that.
Right, and we were connected to him. We were referred to him. I just want you guys to know that we're not making any money when people call the Texas THC doctor.
No.
Or when people sign up for the program. Sign up, meaning having a conversation with your doctor and getting a prescription for a THC.
No.
The only good that comes to us through that is your own health and happiness. You're making your community happier. You're a lighthouse in your community. More people are using cannabis, and that's how we get paid, is through karma and goodwill through the plant.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it's simple, you guys. It's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, I think everyone has PTSD, honestly.
Oh my God.
Like, if you're a living human, you've made it to whatever, 20, 30, 40, you've taken your licks.
Have you lived through 2020, okay?
Right.
And if you've lived through 2020, then I think you definitely deserve to have a serious conversation about it with your doctor. You really do.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's how are they going to say, no, you don't have PTSD? I'm sorry, I can tell I'm not saying fudge the truth. But I'm saying, there is a certain harshness to living life, licks and lumps that leave you stressed out and leave that stress with you in a post-manner, in a post-trauma stress way. You see what I'm alluding to here?
Yeah, I do. And I appreciate that, but it's also that PTSD is there are symptoms that signify you have qualify for the diagnosis. You know what I mean? And so that's a conversation that you have with your doctor. It's very, very, very likely that you could have some PTSD symptoms just based on a lot of things that we have to deal with in life, like just what you said. So, not really encouraging anybody. Certainly, you don't make anything up. Be happy if you don't qualify.
No doubt.
Be happy if you don't have issues that keep you up at night or, keep you in an anxious state. If you're just generally like good, healthy person, awesome, man. You're going to get your access very soon enough. But if you're kind of thinking you might qualify, you need to try. And here's something good. If you have a history of cancer, a history of cancer diagnosis yourself, not a history of cancer in your family, but if you have had a diagnosis ever in your life of cancer, then you qualify. Okay, I haven't asked about basal cell carcinoma yet.
Technically, that's a cancer.
It is. It is. I had some cut out of my forehead like Harry Potter 2 years ago. And it was kind of a mind fuck because it was like right in the middle of my forehead.
You can't even see the scar anymore.
No, thank God, thank God. I went to pretty awesome group that did surgery on my head and extracted the tumor. Extracted the tumor.
Well, and just anytime your face gets cut open, it's unnerving.
Yeah, that's unnerving.
Yes, cancer. It's good to know that the qualifying conditions, expand. But if you don't qualify and you're being, an upstanding Texan saying, you know what, I really just don't qualify for any of that, then support the Liberty Market too.
Yeah, man.
There are Texans.
Ding, 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 ding.
Find a grower in Texas and let them know you'd like to purchase, because that's supporting this plant in this state. That was a milky rip, my dudette.
Ooh. Woo. Well, you said Liberty Market, and got me fiending for this new Liberty Market bud that we picked up just the other day. Oh my God, this bud is some of the juiciest bud I've ever had.
It's pretty great.
It's peanut butter marmalade. We are peanut marmalade. Woo! Oh my God, it smells.
It's like like gravy. It smells like a delicious
Savory.
brown turkey pork gravy.
Gravy. It's savory. It's definitely savory.
Who knew that?
And it doesn't have the funk. It doesn't have that funk. Oh my God, when you squeeze it, you can almost see like the oil seeping out.
There's an oil seep?
Oh God. And then when you squeeze it, you get more of that like gravy, that deep
peanut
woodsy.
butter marmalade.
Okay, good. We just had to clear that bowl, really. That's what I wanted to do so I could grind up some freshie.
Yippity-doo-dah.
Yippity-doo-dah. So how are you? What's going on in your world?
Man.
Patrick, P-Boy.
I am on a big upswing of confidence in my work.
Okay.
Do you ever go through those phases where you just feel like, Jesus Christ, I've been at this for so long, and what do I actually know?
Yeah.
And then you go through those other times where you're like, holy shit, I know a bunch of stuff.
I know a lot. So what's causing you to realize that you know a bunch of stuff versus feeling like a dodo?
Or just feeling behind.
Yeah.
Just certainly editing things more for us, being able to make like cutting cooler content.
Yeah.
For our socials and being able to deliver on that has felt really good, because it's a lot. It's not a lot. It's time consuming. You know what I mean? It's time consuming to whittle away at a 5-minute thing to make a 30-second punch. It's like there's a lot of thought that goes into that, and ooh.
I mean, you could smell it.
It's like you just pulled a turkey out and you spread open its big cavity, and you wafted cavity at me. Turkey cavity.
There's a tang. There's a tang that hits you in the back of your throat, and it's so. I mean, it's Jesus.
Whatever you say make it in the tone of voice, like it's like of it.
So we're talking about turkey so much that it's like the lemon that you put in the cavity of a chicken is really what I was thinking. And you take it out, it's still tangy lemon, but it's not the same. It was just cooked inside of a bird. Okay. Yeah. And that is what we're dealing with here.
Dude, a fat-soaked baked lemon, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what this is. That's what this is. Nice. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to the real conversation here. You're feeling better at work. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that.
I'm feeling very confident in what we're delivering on.
Good.
And it feels good to hit those marks, you know?
Yeah, I do. Fuck, I gotta get a toothpick.
I gotta get a toothpick.
Getting a toothpick, and I'm gonna ask a really good question when I get back.
You know what's great is that you're on a wireless mic, so we can literally just continue this conversation while you're in the kitchen.
That's good. So I do want to know about how it feels when one of your videos hits.
Oh man.
What does that feel like? Because you've had quite a life of video production, and you've had more than one video hit.
Yeah.
So what does that feel like?
It's nice when you really hit something that you work on, and like a lot of people see it, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that happens is it's intel. Like it's immediate, just intel. Like,
yeah.
Okay, there's something that worked. For some reason, that really hit the consciousness collectively in the social media atmosphere, right? So
yeah.
Like, okay, boom. You get to like analyze why that. What about this one? What was it? Topical? Was it the way it was shot? Was it more comedic? Was it more serious? Like there's all that information that comes back. But at a certain point, all that shit is maddening. And you just, we're just cutting things that we like and that we want to put out. The things that are talking to us, the things we want to share with others, And as long as we hit that mark, like some of my favorite videos, in my entire career didn't do well at all. But to me, it was the best because it was what I wanted to say,
Yeah.
without any blockade.
Yeah. To me, though, video production is like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, it's like, does it really happen? I feel like when you are in video production and you don't get...
Does it really happen?
Right? No, but I mean, because it's like, in order for it to live, in order for it to exist, more than one person, I think, needs to kind of validate that. Otherwise, you're just creating for yourself, which is totally admirable, but that's not the game that we're in.
Oh, of course not.
So, like, for me, when I see, when one of the videos hits, I'm just like, I feel so excited that that the message is resonating.
Yes.
Whether it's a goofy fucking video,
yes,
because we're feeling goofy and it's like, that's obviously that hit, or whether it's a serious video, the one that we posted a couple weeks ago when I got my prescription and talked about, my PTSD diagnosis, I was like, oh dude, that really hit. And that was a feeling of like just pure community for me.
Yeah.
Like I felt like the community really saw that and heard me and felt it, and it just resonated with them.
Yeah.
So that felt good.
Yeah. You're spot on with that. I feel like, our ultimate goal really is for us to not feel in the dark, but let the community feel, hey, enlightened too. Like if we can turn our desire to make cannabis media into the desire simply to illuminate and give people a place to like not feel lost, because there's so much misinformation, so much like, where do I go to look? Like how many people still ask us, hey, how do I get my prescription? Like,
dude,
and it's like, dude, go watch all the videos
on the video about how to get your prescription. Like, in the comment, how do I get my prescription? And it's like, you know what?
I'm going
to tell you how.
Yeah.
Here's how. it's funny, like we do have a good laugh about that, but people are,
It just
people
feels,
want to know.
yes, it feels good to honor that.
Yes.
And when you get recognized for it, when the community really lightens up so much, or just
Yeah.
lights up so much
Yeah.
so that they're in the comments like, dude, how do I get it
I
again? It's like,
know.
just watch the video and here's how you do it.
Oh my God, I know, I love it.
It feels good.
It does.
It feels like a service, but it's not. It's more of a, I don't know. Right?
I think it is a service,
Yeah.
though. Just, I think it is a service. It makes me happy to think that I am serving,
Right.
my community,
Yeah.
my fellow Texan.
Yeah.
And, happy to be of service, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I
Yeah.
tip my hat.
I tip my hat.
But yeah, and so that's fun. I really, really enjoy that. I
It's a
like to
damned
see
adventure.
it when it resonates.
Yeah.
Like I like to know what people want more of.
Right.
You can't put everything. You can't just put more just content up. You gotta be like judicious with it.
Judicious.
It's like, how do you choose? What do you do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Help.
and it's also just like all the content we don't put out. Like if we let that overwhelm us, it would bury us.
I
There's
know.
so much we can do. Like the more we
Yeah.
continue to grow, it's and I believe that. And I believe that we're meant to continue
Yeah.
communicating. That's as Joy says, our friend. Shout out Joy Beckerman. She says we are communicators, and
That's right.
The ability to simply start communicating with others on social media about what we're doing, and build content around that. It's fucking wild. And
Yeah.
it's cool.
It is.
Cool.
It is.
It feels good to be recognized, or it feels good when people really like something we did.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
It really matters. That's why I've loved Patreon and the just the whole idea of it. It's a private network. What's up, guys?
Hey, Patreon.
Shout out to our Patreon fam. It's a private network of folks who are supporting the cause, and actually spending money.
Yeah.
Monthly.
It's amazing.
To get the message. I know, it is amazing. I wish the platform were better. I will say that. There's a lot more that I want to be able to do really quickly. Because we don't have to hide on Patreon. Like, we don't have to worry about shit on Patreon.
Yeah.
Our video from the podcast, for this week's podcast that we just put up on TikTok 12 hours ago, which is kind of like was really gaining steam.
Yeah.
They took it down.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
I submitted an appeal.
Yeah.
But, we just knew it. Anything smoking, it's down. It's down. So it's like, it's such a waste. It sucks so bad because we had so many comments.
We just got to cut the smoking.
Yeah, we'll cut the smoking and we'll just keep on keeping on. It's like TikTok's a really great way of just reaching, it's like screaming into the darkness for me.
The bottom line is that
How it works.
Yeah, people are scrolling, right?
Yeah.
It is a constant scroll. So your
Yeah.
stuff gets worked in and someone finds it and likes it that, other people's follow. It's a people are on it. So
You
it's-
guys,
it's
we had
working.
1,000 likes on this video. And on TikTok, it's just different, man. And we're just starting from scratch. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
trying to figure out that algorithm. If any
yeah.
TikTokers out there want to give us a call, honestly, if you want to have a little meeting and consult, let us know, please.
Yeah.
That's important.
Truly. And also just keep doing what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
We're going to keep doing what we're doing. That's that is who we are.
Yeah.
But we are certainly not, we're always learning. We're not above anybody's feedback.
Right.
If you care enough to give feedback, even if it's like, fuck you, you suck. It's like, ooh, you watched the video though, didn't you?
Right. Social media is that is what we are in the social media game. We use it like actively every day.
Yes, we do.
We are trying to game it to a certain degree.
That's real. It's real.
Yeah,
it
about
is
a
really
topic.
us.
Yeah.
You never know who it's going to be, Patrick or Liz.
Yeah. But it feels good to I don't know. It's a pioneer game, right? Because it's cannabis. It's like we're not sure what shadow banning. It's just such a fucking wild frontier to be on. That yeah, I approach it with if anyone has I could learn anything, right? Like if anyone knows anything, please jump in on social media.
Okay, you know what? I just thought of somebody who knows a lot, and they're in Austin, Texas. Joya.
Okay.
I think this is our official invitation request for you, Joya Ride.
Oh, let's get her on the podcast.
To get on this podcast.
Yeah.
And we will bring some of this Texas good.
Yeah.
And we will smoke it, and we will bond, and it will take as long as we need to take, okay? But we don't know what the fuck we're doing. So could use some help.
We could use some help.
Yeah, man. Austin though is popping off. We've got people in Austin.
Yeah.
Cannabis community is growing in Austin.
Yeah, for sure.
It's getting bigger. It's getting deeper.
Yeah. And it's just getting more open. People are really, I think, just taking a very, I'm smoking weed, motherfucker, approach.
Yeah, enjoy your whiskey, enjoy your water, enjoy your kombucha. I'm going to smoke some weed. You know, it's like, Austin has always, I think, been a very just come as you are type of place. You know, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped as we move into our event in December.
Yeah, Taste of Texas Hemp Cup.
Yeah, by the time this podcast is out, we're gonna have announced the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup 2021.
What?
Dude.
It's off.
2nd annual.
Hell yeah.
Happening.
We're doing it.
It's happening.
And it's gonna be so much more fun this time. We have so much more shit planned. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be so awesome. Although, you know, you can't ever just forget your first time or replace your first time. You know, I'm so excited about this year because last year was so awesome.
Right.
It was just such a dream come true.
I'm excited for farmers to just, I hope we get way more farmers participating. I'm really, really like gonna
farmers.
push for that. Like, come on, farmers.
If you're listening, Taste of Texas Hemp Cup is happening December 12th. Same date as last year, so go figure.
So job bless.
Because we love you, farmers.
It's gonna be
We love
great.
you. You are the backbone of this country. We couldn't eat without you, farmers. And we couldn't smoke without you, farmers. So this party's for you. Taste of Texas Hemp Cup.
I know we'll get more farmers this time.
We will.
And that's really
We
what I
will.
want to bring that community together. I'm really excited to figure out another glass trophy, and I think we might have some more interesting firepower with that now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that.
That is one of my favorite things about last year's Taste of Texas Hemp Cup was obviously honoring the farmers and having a party for them.
Yes.
But friggin' that trophy, having a glassmaker build the trophy that would later be handed out that night, like that was so cool. That to me was a cool, like we like that was a good idea, good one. I'm saying good on us.
Hey, good on us. You know, I mean, Jesus, it's about dreaming big and then things just fall into place. And for the life of me, I cannot think of the glassblower's name. And my only because I don't want to fuck it up, I'm not going to say anything. He came in from Phoenix, and Jay Massey from Austin brought his rig. You know, let this glassblower from Phoenix use his rig, and Jay Massey was a part of it, you know, and it was just this gorgeous cup. I've seen so Oak Cliff Cultivators. I mean, they won the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup last year, 1st annual. They pretty much swept. So like they took 6 categories.
Damn.
And they used this picture a couple times. It's just a tough picture of the cup filled with their hemp, and it's just like so. Man, it gives you chills, you know, because that you know that day, that like all of the energy going into that cup, it culminated in their names being called, you know, and God, it was just amazing. I loved it was a surreal event.
It really was.
Yeah. So this year it's going to be even bigger, even badder.
Yeah. It's going to be a party.
Yeah, it's going to be a party.
That's all we ever do. We throw really good parties.
You know, Because good things come from good parties.
It's true.
Like straight up.
It is true. Like
You know?
the best place to meet people and garner community is by throwing a fucking knee knocker.
Throw in a knee knocker.
A real
And,
shindig.
A real shindig. This 420 My Dudes original art was at our very first party that we threw, our debut party,
That
our
was so
launch
cool.
party that you can see on our YouTube channel,
That's right.
Grow House TV. I think that's a public video. Pretty sure.
Probably.
If not, it's going to be
Right.
because it is an awesome video. It's a sizzle of our very first party that we threw, so you get a little idea of kind of what we're about.
It's great.
And how we like to push the agenda.
Well,
What's
forget
beautiful-
forget the sizzle. The party was just historic.
Yeah.
And that we will continue to make historic things come to life.
We 100% will. I just had a memory about that party.
Give it.
Well, after I said push the agenda, that was the first time that I'd ever met Steve D'Angelo in
right.
person.
Yeah.
That was the first time. And you guys, the Cannabis Manifesto was one of the books that just opened my mind, changed my life personally, and helped me see cannabis in a different way so that I could accept it as medicine for myself.
Yeah.
First and foremost, like you got to put the mask on yourself.
Right.
Right? And I was still at this weird, like shameful relationship with it, but I knew I needed it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, Jesus, like, who is this man? And then I found out, I did all my reading about Steve D'Angelo, and, I heard about him when I was in San Francisco because he was, from Oakland. He started the Harborside dispensary. So I'd been following him and his message. And he's an activist. And, what the agenda is really about letting people know that as we speak, generational wealth is being made out in cannabis on the backs of those people who are in jail right now for doing the exact same thing. Our heroes, okay, of the liberty market in every state. Cannabis has been illegal. Cannabis is still federally illegal. All right, so don't get too comfortable yet, people. Texans like to say that because we're butthurt. But, it's true. This industry has been built on the backs of those people who are in jail, who are dead, whose lives have been ripped apart by the war on drugs. So many families have been hurt, my own included. None of us are immune from it. And so, that party, that was my memory. That was my favorite memory of that party, is Steve D'Angelo and seeing him. And it all just comes together. It's like you want to pinch yourself because how can life be so good?
Well, it was a seminal moment, right?
Yeah.
And I use that word in sort of a what does that even mean
The
kind
seed,
of way.
seed,
Yes, sure.
seminal.
But we decided we were going to create a media company. We were going to go in on simply telling stories about the plant.
Yes.
And that was our flag in the ground party. And one of the true leaders of the game and the industry and the thought leader in terms of how cannabis should be legalized and go forward into America. Like he gives the playbook on it, right?
Yeah.
The legend walks into that party. Like that's oh man, we're doing something right.
Yes. And I will say this. It wasn't like by chance that he walked into the party.
No, we invited
It was
him.
very strategic. We invited him. It's like people, very busy people, very important people are
But the
very
fact
well
that-
scheduled
yes,
people.
but
and
they
he
took
did.
us seriously.
Yeah. Oh yes, they did.
And that-
he walked in at the time, and you got to say, "Hey, Liz, Steve D'Angelo's here," and you got to introduce me to him. And it was just that's why we do what we do. And I'm excited about this podcast as an extension of that. I think we need to put that interview up with Steve in Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a really great bonus.
No doubt.
Really, really great bonus.
Yeah.
So really quickly, just back to Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. One thing about it is that our Patreon fam is on the list.
You're going for free.
Yeah.
You hear that?
So
You're in.
That's happening. Gotta have our people.
Hold on, let me check the list. You're on it. Get in here.
Get in here. Yeah,
Get in
definitely.
the thing. Can I Bogart a sippy? Can I bogue a sippy?
Please bogue that sippy. Please do. Please flash that Grow House sticker.
Let me do it in slow-mo. So good.
Refreshing. So yes.
Man, doesn't it feel good to have a gut buster laugh?
Oh my God.
We laughed so hard the other day at Fletch. Y'all, if you haven't seen Fletch, go see that movie and DM us, because there are just some so unbelievably funny scenes. Chevy Chase is a master comedian.
He's just such a gift
Yes.
to this world. I mean, my God. Like, just the way he moves is funny. And watching Fletch, I can totally remember I was very young, and I can remember watching it, and like, it was like maybe the earliest feelings of like being turned on. I mean, I was just like tickled. Like, it felt good to be tickled. I'm serious. And it was just, it's like, I'm very drawn to that. Like, it feels good, okay? I am not ashamed.
I'm playing tickle.
I know you are. I know you are. I'm like, I gotta smoke some more. No, I am like, I seriously like connecting the dots.
Yeah, so Chevy
And
Chase.
Chevy Chase, yes.
How cool were his outfits?
God.
Every outfit he
Oh
had
my
on
God,
was
that
so...
shirt he had on for Rio,
Yeah.
I want you to have that.
I mean, I feel
I want you to
like...
have
I
that.
feel like
Was that Givenchy or something?
if you took...
A she.
I'm sure it's online. You can find it. I always Google, like, what was Tom Hardy's glasses in the scene in Venom?
He's a stylist for Fletch.
Right. And are they still rocking?
And are they still alive? And if they are, call me. Oh man, stylists though.
Texas grown.
Woo, Texas grown. But yeah, Fletch is an incredible, I mean, it's just a funny movie. He's just funny.
Anyway,
He's just relaxing.
I posed the question, how great is it to have a gut buster laugh?
Oh my God.
Like one where you just lose your shit. I find them equally powerful as a mushroom session.
Dude.
Like a microdose or a full dose. Yes. Fuck it. I've gotten so charged positively after like simply laughing. Like,
oh, better. Yeah.
You have to remember to fucking laugh at stress. You know what I mean?
You have
to remember when you are so deep down in your own stress hole to laugh it off. Dude.
When you're being a stress hole.
Yes. When
you know? God,
yes.
Don't be a stress hole.
Don't be a menace to stress hole society.
Seriously though, that's so right. Like that is like our personal like medicine.
Yes.
That is our medicine that we can make for ourselves.
Laugh.
It's like you gotta fucking find something to laugh at.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. You know, I think I prefer stand-up to concerts.
Oh yeah.
And I love concerts. Like music is life. Where music is part of our lives.
That is certainly an adult tipping point.
No.
I think when you're like loud music, I can do it still. Someone talking and like saying funny shit, yes.
No, but even yeah, that's true. But you know, take the loudness away. You know, take the old person part of it away. You know, music is awesome. Music is moving. It's great being with other people. But I love the balls that it takes to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking love.
Yeah.
I get off on that, and then I'm already enjoying myself, and it's like, oh God, yeah, the jokes come in. Mm-hmm. I'm very hard to offend, you know.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
just like I love it.
You love to laugh.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing. Thank you, Chevy Chase.
Thank you, Chevy.
Thanks, Chevy. Yeah. I have funny people. I have a funny family.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you think we're funny?
Your family?
Yeah.
I think you are a very funny family.
Do you?
Yes. I mean, in what sense?
Oh shit! That's
like,
what
do
I
I
was
think
gonna
your
ask
senses
you.
of humors are good?
Yeah.
Yes. I think you're all very. I think your sense of humors are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my perspective, it feels like we're always trying to make each other laugh.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you know, it's funny how it just kind of that way of being, is it cultural, is it genetic, I don't know. But yesterday in the doctor's office, you know, Veronica's nervous and she's got her mask on and I've got my mask on and Chris is there and he's nervous and we're all just sitting there and she looks at me and I look at her. We just burst out laughing, right? And it was just like, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Were you able to say that after you had that laughter?
We didn't have to though.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
It's
it
all
was
in the laugh.
And it's all in the laugh, yeah. And it was kind of like, it was me and Veronica like cackling a little bit, you know, and I could tell Chris was a little bit annoyed, you know, false alarms and whatnot, but.
Yeah. Well, you know, we don't want her to be sick. Or,
No,
you know, or hurt.
God no.
Yeah.
Or anyone to be.
Right.
You know, but you have to laugh because if you don't laugh, the bad people win.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, right? That's your spiritual negative self exists more than your positive one. You know?
Truly.
Like, the quest is to live as positively as possible, to connect to the positivity as much as you can. Perhaps that is the higher path, right?
Yes,
That
yes.
search the good.
No,
like,
totally.
my God, laughter is such a connector to it. It's the strongest connector to it.
It is. It is.
The ability for comedians to be so positively sarcastic, there's got to be a better word for it.
Yeah.
But it's those two things, right?
Yeah.
They are so skeptical and aware, and at the same time, like, completely out the window with it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a certain type of sarcasm that's it's so needed for reality, you know?
Oh my God, it is so grounding. It is so grounding.
Yeah, oh my God.
No matter what your reaction is, it's so grounding. Even when it's cringe, you know, like even like that stand-up in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah.
We went to Atlantis one Thanksgiving-ish, and we went to stand-up and in Atlantis.
And it was pretty hacky, to say the least.
Oh, Lord. It was the 11:15 show. And we just come from the casino, yada, yada. And it was fucking hilarious because it was so hacky and so cringy. And it's like you're just connected to this other human. And unfortunately, I mean, it sucks to see comedians bomb and then they implode.
Right.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that sucks. That's always like,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, you're putting on a show.
Yeah.
Not the kind you intended. Look, I'm scared now.
Yeah. It's a craft. It's such a craft. And I love, when I see a comedian bomb, I try to just simply not let the audience affect me and stay as connected to it as I can.
Yeah.
Simply to, you know, I don't know. I do feel like I want them to be successful. I don't want them to feel like they're eating shit, or, you know, like I don't want to be the one that, you know, throws them off, you know. But yeah, it stinks. It's hard to watch them bomb.
No, yeah.
And then to watch them just start giving up on themselves on stage.
Yeah, you're like,
oh,
no,
dude, no,
don't
just
do it.
fight harder, you know.
Fight harder.
And I am not a comedian. That's why I genuinely try to be nice to all of them, because I
100%.
respect that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle to be a
Dude,
comedian.
it's a fucking grind.
You know, that's a
Yeah.
grind that every night,
Yeah.
day out.
Multiple shows.
Yeah.
I wonder what's happening at Creek and Cave tomorrow.
Ooh.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah, if you're in Austin, Creek and Cave,
Yeah.
holy bat guanu.
Yes, it's where Joe Rogan does his show.
It is such a special spot.
Yeah,
you're
Tony
seeing,
Hinchcliffe,
yeah, you're seeing these
who
monsters
else?
in this most
Bear.
intimate setting, like very special times.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
comedy, you know.
Yeah, it's no surprise I married you. No surprise I'm in love with you.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because you make me laugh.
Okay.
You're my personal comedian.
Well, that's
You
all.
really
That's
are.
all I'm ever trying to do.
Sometimes you're like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, it's good. It's funny. You are a funny person, just naturally.
Well, you know, I was silly from a young age. You know,
Yeah.
I remember very seriously making the choice at a young age, like, oh, dude, let's not take everything so goddamn seriously. You know?
Thank God, yes.
You know, I got that.
How do you think you got that?
A lot of my parents, you know, my mom, I just remember she was very like, we're gonna stay positive, you know, and made the shit fun, you know. she was so good at that. It was hard to not just be like, well, fuck it. Well, yeah, well, let's always try and stay like this, you know, and make the best of the worst. And Jesus, you know, you take your licks, so much worse, you know. Life has given all of us, every human, so much to just continue to stay positive on and seek the funny, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, you know.
Yeah. How did she? Do you want me to?
Do you have the ashtray?
The corn of the South, the corn of the South, the corn of the South. No, yeah, let me just do this because I want to keep talking about this. How did she make the raid fun?
The raid.
Yeah, talk to us about what happened.
Yeah, went bankrupt and then.
Well, how old were you?
Came and took a bunch of stuff.
Let's slow down.
Yeah, so I was going there.
Slow down, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I want to know, how old were you?
4, 8, so 7, 6, 7, probably 7, 6 or 7, just turning 7.
Just turning 7.
Yeah.
So, and you were living in Florida?
No, we were in Austin.
Oh, you were in Austin.
Yes.
Okay, you were in Austin. So, tell me, walk me through it.
Yeah, I just have flashes of, you know, seeing, you know, strange people in suits, like digging through our stuff in the house and taking things, and like, you know, my mom just being sort of like,
fuck you.
not in those words, but certainly behaving that way, you know. And and I just remember, you know, there was a lot of stress from my dad. I think he was, you know, couldn't believe it. And the market had just crashed, so it wasn't just us, it was like a whole community of us sort of just crumbling, you know.
Yeah, and your dad was in real estate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then this market just one day just fucking blew out. The bubble popped in Austin.
Yeah.
And the market had to rebalance, and a lot of people who had money in property, I think, lost. You know, the value of that property went to dog shit, and so they were behind on money then.
They were just too early in the market.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were behind on that, and your dad was one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And he had a lot of commercial real estate. Yeah, and so I'm just trying to remember. So, but anyway, we just, you know,
How'd you make it fun? You got raided and you had to move.
Yeah.
And you moved to
so how did Mom make it fun?
Yeah, how'd she make it fun?
Oh, dude, she was...
I know she made snacks. Because that woman's snacks are...
She was great at play. So was my dad, too. But they were great at just letting my imagination, like, run wild and, like, keeping it alive.
Yeah.
And...
keeping your imagination alive. Okay.
Yeah, and making... just very playful, you know, made things fun. And, you know, everything was like, you know, sort of like, I just remember my mom would say, I just remember the way she would present, like, what if tonight we did breakfast for dinner? And you're like, holy shit, you can do that?
I can see her doing that, oh my God.
You know, and she just was fun that way.
Okay.
And loved to talk, like if we watched a movie or something, she would love to, you know, she would discuss it with me, and I was always very like, and this part, what was that, you know, what did you think of this? And she was willing to just host conversation with me, you know. She treated me sort of like adult, you know, and so I think maybe she had a very realistic point of view on adulthood and just, you know, what it is to share that with a kid.
Yeah.
She was older, you know, she was in her 40s, so she was, you know.
So she was a badass.
She was just calm, you know, very calm and fun. Does all that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that about you because you bring that to us in what we do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I can be intense.
You can, and then sometimes you can be in yurts as well, sometimes.
I can be a what?
In yurts as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You're intense and you're in yurts.
I just
And
got it.
when
I was like, in yurts. Is that like a psychological term that I'm like
it's
supposed
worse
to
than
know about?
intense.
Sometimes I sleep under the stars. I don't know.
Right. That's tense.
But
That's tense list.
It's nice to have a partner in life who is playful and makes me laugh and tickles me.
Yeah.
Because that's my love language.
It's tickling.
Is laughing.
Laughing. No doubt.
Yeah.
That is
definitely.
I think that is
That's
the
my love
I think that
language.
is the human heart love language.
Yeah.
Like everyone, if you can laugh together, you typically can find some sort of common ground.
Yeah.
You can find some sort of like, all right, we can either at least tolerate each other because we're, we have senses of humor here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like nobody wakes up in the morning and like just fucking feels great and thinks life is perfect. Life is hard, even for your enemies. Right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, just to get all Art of War on it. I listened to Power today.
Just to
Rule 37, power. Even your enemies have to take a shit.
That's the fucking 37th rule.
No, but it could be. I'm only on rule like 17, okay? But it could be
Catch
power.
him with the pants down.
God, you just...
I just power peed. I just power puffed my lips and blew the green dust all over you. Woo.
The pixie dust. You just blew the pixie dust all over my beautiful, beautiful grow house bodysuit.
Yes, it looks very good. Can
Thank
you stop
very
touching the
much.
mic?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grow house bodysuit. What do we think about that?
I think it's the shit.
Do you love it?
I love it.
I'm super proud of this apparel line,
Yeah,
babe.
we'll be launching it very soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're test driving it right now.
Yeah.
So it's about it's almost 6 o'clock, and we have that podcast.
All right, we
No
should
need
wrap
to,
this.
like, rush.
We should wrap this then.
All right, let's wrappy.
Thank you one and all, and to all a good night.
Yeah, stay lit and stay tight.